right, turning to our weather now here across southwest Florida. We had the strongest cold front of the season roll through this morning, and in its wake, even this afternoon, we were feeling its effects. High temperatures not even reaching 80 degrees at our three main reporting sites. Punta Gorda, Fort Myers, Naples, all topping out in the upper 70s. I know the riding's small, but these were the coolest afternoons since April 8th for Punta Gorda and Fort Myers, and since April 13th in Naples. That was the last time we only had a high of 78 degrees. So definitely on the cooler side. Morning lows this morning, overall averaging out, but tomorrow they will be much cooler, dropping into the 50s for most of southwest Florida. Let's take you live now. Let's head down to the beach, check on things here from the Margaritaville Beach Resort, enjoying some of these fair weather cumulus clouds. So we do still have a little bit of that remnant moisture following the front, kind of like wringing out a towel. You're still going to have a little bit of that moisture out there, and then gradually by tomorrow those clouds are going to be clearing out. Currently outside we're at 76 degrees in Fort Myers as well as Lehigh Acres, 77 for Naples, 75 degrees coming in for the Cape, and that's 5 degrees cooler compared to this time yesterday in Cape Coral as well as Fort Myers, 7 degrees cooler for LaBelle, and right now 6 degrees cooler for Lehigh Acres. So as you're out this evening, maybe walking your dog here at 7 o'clock, temperatures will be dropping into the lower 70s, then into the upper 60s by 10 o'clock. And look at this, tomorrow morning, 7 a.m., much cooler start in the lower 60s. And again, with many of us waking up to lows even in the upper 50s. So there goes that front. And as it continues to move through the Bahamas, that will continue to direct Hurricane Melissa away from our coastline. So that's why we're not expecting any direct impacts here for the United States. Bermuda, though, of course, on high alert tonight where hurricane conditions are expected, at least though it's moving much quicker. Any wet weather associated with this area of low pressure in the front that rolled through here, all now restricted really to the mid-Atlantic as well as the Northeast. So as we take you live now down to what we're currently seeing, we have those low-level clouds, a spotty sprinkle not out of the question, but it's really the windy conditions that we're feeling this evening. Those current wind gusts in Fort Myers, Page Field, 25 miles per hour, 24 miles per hour right now for RSW. And currently those winds are sustained out of the northwest anywhere from 9 to 17 miles per hour. Peak gust, it was windy, 34 mile per hour. Peak gusts for Naples, 33 miles per hour for Marco Island. In Fort Myers, that maximum wind gust reached 30 miles per hour. Now, as we head into tomorrow, not expected to be nearly so windy. It will still be breezy overnight, still expecting gusts around 20 miles per hour. But for tomorrow, those winds are expected out of the northeast, 8 to 10 miles per hour, so much more manageable. The small craft advisory will expire at 4 a.m., but we'll still have that threat for rip currents for our local beaches through 8 o'clock tomorrow evening. So just a heads up there for anybody venturing off to the beach. So we have that threat for tomorrow. And then, of course, the big story will be those cool morning temperatures starting off in the 50s tomorrow and Saturday, the coolest mornings that we have felt since mid-April. And overall tomorrow is expected to be the coolest Halloween going back to 2012. So as we kick off tomorrow morning, we'll wake up to partly cloudy skies. Those clouds will erode, giving way to lots of sunshine as we step into the afternoon. Wonderful weather on tap as we gear up for trick or treat, expecting clear skies as temperatures drop through the 60s. Tomorrow morning, we'll wake up to lows in the mid to upper 50s. Afternoon high temperatures like today expected to stay in the 70s. 7-day forecast showing off these cooler than average temperatures through your Saturday, and then Sunday we'll see that rebound with highs back to the middle 80s.